Thank you for checking out my channel and welcome. I'm glad you're here. If you've come to this channel, that means that you're seeking help for chronic pain issues, physical ailments in the body that have persisted for 3 to 6 months or beyond. Maybe you're carrying the weight of some deep and heavy grief, loss of a loved one, or you're simply longing to understand why your brain and your body are responding the way they do to pain. If any of those are true, you're in the right place. This channel is a gathering space full of compassion, support, curiosity, and an openness to gentle practices, to learning a new path to easing pain, and especially a group here together. I offer individual one-on-one sessions if you like that as a private personal practice, but then also there's community options and opportunities as well. Here you will learn, share, and support one another on this path of hope and healing. You don't have to walk this alone, and especially you don't have to walk this path with unanswered questions and a lack of support. I'm really glad you're here. So, what will you find on this channel? First and foremost, you'll find a safe place. You'll find a safe space of support, and then 4 categories you can check out below. So the first category will be the physical pain category. This will be a place for movement and breath practices. As a certified yoga therapist working with clients for over a decade, I have many tools and tricks and tips that I provide for clients, as well as gentle movement practices for anyone on any level of the pain scale. So if this resonates and you've been searching for something to help ease and change and influence your pain, check out my physical practices for movement and breath. The second category will be modifications for mindful movements. Here will be just a quick little area where you might hear a yoga teacher cue one thing, and then I'll show modifications and options and ideas for those possibly with chronic pain, but maybe not. Maybe you're someone with really tight hamstrings. So there's going to be a lot of modifications so that yoga can be accessible to anyone. The third category will be the educational category, and this will be working on pain neuroscience. So pain science is not new, it's just not shared in Western medicine, which astounds me. So I'm just really glad that you've come here, because then you're better understanding how and why your brain and body work together, or sometimes it feels like against one another when it comes to chronic pain. And then you'll also learn a little bit about regulation of the autonomic nervous system. In today's society, we live in what's called the sympathetic nervous system quite often. So here you'll find some wonderful ways to reduce anxiety, depression, and really help find your way in daily living. Just adding these little opportunities to practice. And then the last category will be emotional pain, working through grief, loss, anxiety, and depression. As an intuitive guide and a medium, I've worked with many, many people one-on-one and also group settings, really helping to find ways to ease the pain of grief and loss, connecting with loved ones, and also just finding those tools that help us just sustain life in times of our lives that are really painful. So regardless of what you're seeking here, I hope you find what you're looking for. And along with that, just wishing you the best in your healing journey and that you're on the path to easing pain. Thank you for joining.